And now, are the Prominence lineup going to be disheartened as we go into raid on Search and Destroy?
Well, let's talk about Prominence for a second, because apart from that comeback, they were just running over TEC.
Oh, they were ever so dominant, especially in the first 5
minutes.
minutes.
Until the market hard point, they were running TEC over.
Yeah, it was the first 5 minutes, so to speak, at the initial start of the game. Perhaps a little bit of nerves from TEC, but I doubt it because they're all very experienced players. So I don't.
Most certainly. So it's one of them things where you have to go, how come this is happening? I mean, on paper, you look at the facts, you look how they've played before. Why aren't they winning this game? And then, you know, when you get a comeback like that, you go, are they just a little bit cold or something? Maybe they don't have the adrenaline dumped in their system quite yet, and then eventually they just click and they win.
Yeah. It was literally as if they flicked a switch, their teamwork suddenly started connecting, and they just ran riot with it at the end, winning by 2 points. That's probably the closest game we've seen here at EGL10 so far.
Oh, most certainly so. It's just a riveting hardpoint game there. Obviously, we're going to go into the second map very, very shortly. It's going to be Search and Destroy on Raid. Now, how do you think this one's going to go down?
I don't know. I mean, both teams are very good at Search and Destroy from what I've seen in the past. I mean, the Swedish lineup, they're quite strong at the Search and Destroy from what I've heard. And TEC, of course, they've got the teamwork, the chemistry going. They know everybody's roles. It's a well-practiced map because, of course, we haven't really got too many in the rule set to have to worry about now. That obviously they know exactly what everybody's going to be doing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's going to be one of these that at the moment I can't call it. I was surprised by how strong Prominence come out there. So, I mean, we've actually seen quite a few teams drop S&D maps that we didn't expect them to this tournament already. I mean, we've had a few, you know, almost upsets. I mean, TCM come to mind, Fuse come to mind. Both these teams having a little bit of a shaky start to Saturday, but they're both still very, very confident teams. And it's great to see in fairness because it shows the depth and strength of competition here at EGL10.
Oh, it does. I mean, the TCM lineup earlier dropped an S&D map. That was only their 8th ever S&D map in tournament game.
Well, as I said, that's an incredible statistic, and it's just seeing how it goes. I'm actually going to put you on the spot now and have your predictions. Who do you predict at the moment are looking at the top 3?
The top 3, I'm going to go in no particular order. I'm going to coward it a little bit.
Oh.
I'm going to go with Prof, TCM, and probably Infuse, but I reckon TEC could do an upset as well.
Well, fair enough. It seems to be the common theme here. A lot of people unsure whether to put Prophecy or TCM first. Basically, it's them two for first and second at the moment.
That's why I cowered it out a little bit.
It's one of them ones at the moment, people have seen the recent form of TCM. Places like G-Finity are like, you know what, that's incredible. They've also seen the new Prophecy lineup so strong. Mad Cat, Jerd, Excellence and Gunchi. Yeah. People are expecting big things from that team.
Yeah, I was speaking to Jerd earlier. I said, do you feel any pressure? Because obviously everybody's expecting him to win. He was like, no.
No. Well, that's just Jerd.
Yeah, it just
does what he wants.
cut the conversation. It was just like,
no, I don't feel any pressure. I'm Jerd.
Yeah, he does what he wants.
Exactly. But it's that kind of interesting thing. A lot of people are hoping for a Prophecy TCM final.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. I mean, that is sort of the
game. Actually, funny enough, Prophecy wanted Prophecy TCM final simply because Prophecy don't, usually lose to TCM.
They don't lose. Jerd wants to play Infused.
Oh, does he?
That is the game he wants to play.
Oh, really?
Because of course, with Prophecy and Infused being somewhat connected, it's sort of a rivalry, family rivalry, so to speak. It's like a bigger brother sort of thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. But I think, like I said, we are going to go on to Search and Destroy Raid very shortly. I think we're just waiting for the thumbs up from the main stage. The teams do actually look ready. Yeah, we're just waiting on a few last second changes. The thumbs have gone up, but just while we're waiting on that last little bit, we were just going to receive a score update as far as I'm aware.
Yes, that's right. Here at EGL10 Summer Championships, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Omen's anger gets the better of them as they lose game number 2, Search and Destroy Raid 6-1. Twisted are now up 2-0. Back over to the casters.
Yeah, so Twisted are now up 2-0. That was the start of the game that you saw on here earlier, just while we were waiting for the TEC lineup to set up here on the main stage. And the game is getting itself underway. So this is going to be Search and Destroy Raid. Do you reckon you could call it, Bryce?
No. Quite simply, this is going to be a tight game in my opinion. Both these teams having reputable S&D games, so it's unsure. I mean, after that last game, anything can happen. I mean, I think Prominence probably might have a little bit of a morale problem, so if they can take the first couple of rounds in this S&D, it's going to be a boost for them. But here we go. Let's jump on board the attack with Tech Moose.
Yeah, we're on board with Moose, and it looks as if they're all pushing their very formatted team. Like I said, they've been together a long time, so they'll know everybody's strategies. They'll know what each player wants to do, where they want to be going. Might even have specific rounds that they do specific things. We're on board with Moose now, using the SMG. which on a long-range map such as this, where the positions that he's been getting himself into, looking into the middle, not going to be able to challenge with a Scorpion at those sort of ranges. This is where Moose needs to be, in the thick of it with that SMG.
Here he goes, Moose to the Scorpion. Is he going to try and push around to secure here, or is he just going to watch Laundry up the top? I think he might just watch. And at the moment, it does seem like TEC have control, but one of them goes down. Now 3 versus 3. Going to try and push forward. What are TEC going to do here? They looks like they're playing the patient, cautious game. And there we go.
Moose gets rather fortunate there, just waiting for Martz. He does manage to take him down in the corner. There's actually another player coming towards him around the area. Are they going to try and get the bomb down? It looks as if they're just biding their time, going to play for kills rather than getting that bomb down. But Moose, once again, picking up a kill.
1 versus 3. Let's jump on board with that one. It's going to be Shinaldo. Can he do something here to stop TEC?
He needs to be moving quicker than that. Surely the bomb would go down. It has just gone down.
He
He's sitting on the right. Not able to take down Mello as well. I thought he'd just managed to land enough bullets out of that B-23R to pick
that
him
was
up,
close.
but not just
I'm looking forward to see this.
There we go. Mello just gets himself down, pokes back up. I bet he goes bright red there. Yes, he does. Shinaldo almost managing to take him down with that anti-aircraft cannon, secondary weapon.
But yes, there we go. At the moment, currently, TEC take that first one there. And you know what? That actually looked quite comfortable for him.
Yeah, they got themselves positioned well. Let's get on board with Sanka for the Prominence lineup. Let's see how they can respond to that. Of course, they dropped a pretty hefty lead on the hard point in the first map. They're down 1-0 now. Let's see if they can rally the troops and get back into this.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, does pick up the sniper rifle kill on Moose, giving them the number of advantage. Currently 4 versus 3 against TEC.
Ooh.
Almost picks up the second as well. Now they're going to have to play careful here, TEC, because at the moment they're losing numbers and they're getting the choke points taken away from them.
Yeah, I really did think that Sanka shot was on that last player that he aimed at the top of the stairs as well, so I thought it was unfortunate, but let's get on board with Legend.
1 versus 4.
1 versus 4 for Legend. He's already been tagged, so his position's
This
revealed.
is a bad place for him, unfortunately. And there we go, answering back very, very quickly there. Prominence now 1-1 this.
That was never going to end well for him. As soon as his position had been revealed, 1 versus 4, he was in a tough place right there.
He most certainly was, and there we go. Currently 1-0 to TEC. In the series score, 1-1 on maps, 1-1 on round, sorry, on the Search and Destroy. As we jump back on board with the attacking team, let's go on board with Realize.
Yeah, Realize, of course, one of the standout players on that last hard point. Let's see how he can play this as he's pushing early up in towards that top red area with the thermal sniper. Went for a wall bang, nobody home with that. Instantly watching the middle, making sure nobody's going to come and flank him.
Let's jump on board with Legend. He is actually being very sneaky, going up towards them at the moment. What can he do here? Looks like he's going to try and have a little look round. Oh, yeah, at the moment, nobody really poking their head out. A little bit afraid of the sniper rifles on the map. Having a look at Mello, who seems like he might see someone in the middle here. Shots being put down, but nobody really poking their head out too much. Playing it quite cautious at the second.
I really do think that a sniper rifle slows the game down a lot more in Search and Destroy, purely because people are just afraid to poke out just that little bit. Mello coming head on head with a player there, deciding to retreat. Very wise idea, because I think the opposition player had an M8, so of course never going to beat him at long range with an MSMC. But of course he has got the bomb and he's trying to get it down. His teammates are in
we don't want to give it away on the main stage. But here we go, that bomb's going to go down and it's all going to kick off very quickly now as the two teams start to put fire on as Moose actually picks up 2. Let's jump on board with him, as I think he might even get the 3rd if he decides to challenge. Oh no, he's playing cautious.
There it is, that's the 3rd for Moose as well. Can he make it the ace now? I don't think so. Nance is in that middle map.
Shot. Oh, he's going to jump out and challenge it. Oh, taken down by Legend though. Obviously running out a little bit of time, decided to just go for it.
Very influential play there by Moose around that top laundry area. Once again getting himself into top laundry. We've seen that 2 attacking rounds in a row now. But he just managed to take down 3 to get the ball rolling for TEC in that position there. So that's 2-1, 2 TEC against Prominence here on the main stage. Just winner bracket round number 3 of the EGL10 Summer Championships.
Okay, let's jump on board with Prominence now. And I'm actually on board with Matsu, who does have the bomb at the moment. Let's see how they're going to play this. At the moment, does seem to be pushing it as B area. Trophy Systems defending them. And there's an interesting battle line forming from the TEC lineup. They seem to just be quite content to lock down this area, play quite passively. Martz, is he going to try and sneak forward? So he's got Sanka and Hazi Overwatch. Oh, sniper rifle's going, and Sanka actually picks up Legend. Whole punch on the TEC defense now. Oh, answer back in kind by Moose, who snipes down Hazi. Now.
Kills just being exchanged between the two teams now. This is in favour of Prominence as it stands, and they do have the bomb in their hands as well, but Martz position may be rather revealed as he is weak from that grenade that flew over the top. He's just going to edge himself out just a little bit here, try and make things happen.
Such cautious play at the moment. Neither team wants to give away another kill. Let's have a look. Who is that actually up the top there? It is Moose. I'm going to jump on board with him. He's on a 4 streak. Oh! He must have been worried about that one. There we go. What can he do? Oh, Realize actually takes down Martz. Can he get this kill?
That's going to be a
change
big
the
kill
game.
as well.
He does! 1 versus 2 now. It's all changed around. Sanka, what can he do? 1 versus 2. Has a sniper rifle. And no, that was RCXD for Moose.
There we go. He has seen that player in the top.
Oh, Moose. Once again. Big
Moose,
plays from the man.
Moose going huge once again in that round, picking up 2. Once again in that top laundry. He really does like that place.
Yeah, most certainly does. Moose owns top laundry. Don't go near it. And I know he's got the RCXD. I don't know how close he is to the Hellstorm. I suspect he's still a little bit off.
He can't be too far away. I think maybe another kill, maybe a
Let's have a quick check before we actually jump back on board with the attacking. Oh, he's about halfway. So here we go. Let's go back on board with Prominence. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to
have a little bit of an off-road rally here. We're on board with Moose, who's driving this RCXD car. Sprints it straight round. Of course, use it as a scout more than anything. Not many people tend to get that many kills with an RCXD. It is just used more of a miniature UAV. Has just seen a player that will probably get shot, which it does. But of course, does reveal the position. But Shinaldo rushed him, realising the RCXD was out, and that meant Moose was going to die the second it blew up. So not a great round for the RCXD car.
No, actually made him lose the rest of his streaks. But they go on board with Realize, putting shots up top laundry. Actually has to back off now. They don't have the numbers. 2 versus 4 for TEC.
Where is Shinaldo? Is he still around the enemy spawn there?
Let's have a look. No, Shinaldo is actually backed
retreated,
off.
Yeah.
Prominence playing this clever. They're like, you know what? We've got the numbers. We don't need to go out. I'm actually getting on board with TEC Martz. He's playing it quite cautious. It looks like he might engage. No, it looks like we could be seeing the rotate.
Oh, it's going to go towards Shinaldo by the look of things. That is where the action is heading. As arrows are literally right on top of each other if you look down that bottom corner.
Oh, he hasn't reacted. Can he get both of them?
Oh,
Shinaldo picks up both. I thought for a second there who's going to get dropped, but actually picks up both. And this is the kill cam. Picks up the 1, jumps off to take the second.
Shaky shooting there on the first, but didn't miss on the second. He knew that he had to make that kill to make it a very dominating round, and that is clawing their deficit back a little bit now, only trailing 3-2 on this search and destroy map. TEC still in the lead now, and they are on the defense as well. But we'll get on board with Shinaldo, who's just had a great round, picking up 3 in that round, as now we'll see what he can do.
There we go, Moose 8-2 at the moment, doing so much work for his team. Shinaldo 6-3. So we're actually going to jump on board with Shinaldo and see how he plays this game. And at the moment, he's just peeking him in and gets shut down by Realize almost straight away. Martz, now we're on board with him. Is he going to be one of the ones to engage first? I don't think he is. So let's get on board. Oh, no, the guy's going to switch who died before I even got there. At the moment, 2 versus 4. Prominence not in a strong position.
No, Sanka in the middle map with the sniper. And, of course, Martz around that area with the bomb. So let's see what can be going down. Just see him retreat a little bit.
Was that person? Did that person see him? It does look like Mano's actually shooting him in the back. So it is now 1 versus 4 on board with Martz. He's similar person by white van. Can he engage? No, he got away.
Let's see what's going to happen. Martz just retreating. Perhaps he's going to play a little bit more for kills rather than feed.
Yeah, he did actually manage to get it.
That was the important kill as well, because it was Mello that had already picked up 2 kills earlier on in that round. So needed to shut him down, get him off that streak opportunity. And it looks as if Martz is just playing.
I think he's going to go for it.
Is he going to go for it, or is he going to play cautious?
No, I think he's going for it.
He needs to pull out the sniper here, if, in my opinion, if there's anybody at the back. But he's going to push up now.
They're watching. They are watching. This is a problem.
There's not going to be long for him to plant this.
They're now going to check the bombs. Have they seen him?
There's going to be somebody coming behind him, 1 in front as well. He needs to turn around and make that kill, which he isn't going to do so. Moose shuts him down.
Oh, a little bit of body shooting there. Asserting his dominance over on the Prominence players.
Taking it to him there, Moose.
Clearly some sort of personal vendetta.
Yeah, evidently so, but it looks as if he passed up the opportunity of the defuse and passed that along to the teammates. Perhaps one of his teammates was a lot closer to streaks than what Moose was, so good teamwork there. They had enough time to just work out who was going to be closest to the streaks, and of course that will have been more influential later on in the game. However, the RCXD, there's always the question, is it worth it?
I think it is. I mean, the way players are using them nowadays, like scouts, like using them as sort of to take distractions to make the player actually shoot the RCXD while another player rushes in behind. It's definitely used. I mean, we don't see a lot of kills with it because top players will shoot that thing before it gets anywhere near them. But like I said, it's useful in more ways than one.
And Speaking of useful in more ways than one, that's the smoke grenade. Look how they're using this to push straight through the middle map. But Shenado with the first kill does get taken down. No, that was Hartsy, sorry. Legend's already taken down one. He's been shot in the back, but gets taken down from the front as well. Kills being exchanged between the two teams. It's Sanka versus Moose and Realize now.
Let's jump on ball with Sanka. What can he do? He did manage to make that kill in Kitchen just a minute ago. And it is now 1 versus 2 for him. Let's see how he can push.
Yeah, he is on the defensive as well, so that's going to, of course, mean that he's got to bide his time before doing anything, because if he pokes out and dies,
he could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, if we just bring up that minimap down that bottom area, he's going to be stuck. He's going to get pincered as well now. Oh no, both players decided to get on the right side of the bomb. That would, of course, suggest that they're planted on that side of the bomb. Sanka going to come head on head, gets shut down by Moose. Moose having a storming game so far.
Moose is being the man for TEC at the moment on Search and Destroy. 5-2 to TEC here. I did think that at the moment Prominence were actually going to be more strong in the Search and Destroy game. I mean, don't get me wrong, most of the rounds have been quite close. It's been either like 1 versus 4 for either team, but it's interesting to see. I mean, TEC, we did have that incredible comeback, map 1. So let's actually jump on board. I want to jump on board with Shenado, but I'm also going to bring up the scoreboard and just see how the two teams are going down.
Look at Moose, 11-2. Remember, he died whilst in his RCXD car on one of those, so that's technically 11-1 in open gameplay, which is incredible. But we're on board with Shenado as they're going for an aggressive push. Managed to make his way.
TEC have called it though. TEC no. And they are going to shut this down. Now, this is going to be a problem, actually, for Prominence because they've now stalled. They managed to get in there and secure it fast, not a problem, but because they're now stalled in this area, TEC have had the ability to redraw their barrel lines and get back. They also called it very well. They knew they didn't see anything by that B bomb.
Yeah, and Realizes assumed a good position with a thermal scope sniper as well. I'm just looking at his screen from over on the main stage. I think that was him that will have just fired over. And look, they went for an aggressive push early on, they got called out, and now it's been stalled too much, and that's not going to be great because they're all clumped together. If action starts going down, it's going to come down to whoever's got the best gun skill, probably with an SMG and a stray sniper bullet here and there. But we're going to get back on board with Shenado, who's closest to the bomb. But what is going to happen from here?
Neither team ready to move. TEC are going, you guys make your plays, we're ready. And there we go. TEC actually killing Realize getting 2 with a sniper rifle. See if he can get another one as the team's going. Mello picks up 1. It's now 1 versus 4. What can Marks do? We jump on board with him, and he gets taken down as well. And there we go. TEC are actually going to take this one.
Realize just bringing in his R60 for good measure at the end. Having a little bit of a drive round, a little bit of a joyride as they do take that map 6-2 in the end there. So that was great play from TEC once again. I was expecting a little bit more from the Prominence lineup. Like you say, each round was really close and down to the wire, but just nothing. They didn't have that final
I don't think
kill.
the scoreline reflects how truly close that game was. A lot of players put in big plays during that map. You know what? Capture the flag, for me, it's still going to go either way. I genuinely think both these two teams are quite evenly matched. Prominence actually showing up the TEC lineup who are much higher rated than they are.
We are going to be seeing Capture the Flag on Standoff the next map. So that's probably one of my favourite Capture the Flag maps, I'll be honest. So you do generally tend to see a lot of gunfights going down. And from what we saw on Hardpoint, when it came down to the gunfights, it really was 50-50. So I think